Once again, I'm here with my colleague Esther, and we are in the kitchen. We are in the kitchen. I don't know why, but yeah,
We're talking about food.
yeah,
So
yeah, we are talking about food. So,
it makes sense that we do it in the kitchen.
yeah, definitely. So, everyone keeps saying eat healthy, and all nutrition to be like eat healthy. Everyone must be asking themselves, who is that healthy? Like, where is that healthy that
Who
we
is
should look
healthy
for?
and where are they found?
Hey, yeah, but Esther is going to take us through a day, a typical day of eating healthy. What should you eat and what should you not eat from breakfast up to when you sleep off? So join us with Esther, and you're welcome to this video.
Talking about a typical day of healthy eating. Uh, Before I go into that, you need to know that healthy eating can come off as frustrating. Um,
Very, very frustrating.
yes, but it's something that is really, let me say, rewarding. One of the things about healthy eating is you need to be very intentional, and you need to really plan. You need to plan ahead of time. Not these things of you wake up in the morning, it's breakfast time, and that's when you start thinking about what to eat. If you do that, then you're most likely to
But
go
we're
with
very
the,
busy. Like, we slept off very tired and just woken up. It's very late for work.
that's why it's good to plan before you actually sleep off. I mean, for the
Oh,
next day's meal. Actually, there are people that plan for the week.
okay.
So, breakfast. Some of the tips cut across. We need a balanced diet.
Yes.
A balanced diet is made up of proteins, carbohydrates, and then the vitamins and minerals, or say the vegetables and fruits. So some people find it hard to balance breakfast, but it's very doable. For example,
Mm.
um, if I'm looking at I want a protein, I want a carbohydrate, and I want a vitamin or a vegetable. The first thing I'll think of is to put, say, a fruit mm, to cover the vitamin part.
Yes.
Bananas are the commonest that people like to take at breakfast. But it can be an apple, it can be a slice of pineapple, it can be melon, anything as long as it's a fruit. Then I go to my carbohydrates and my protein. I've decided, if I'm not fighting weight or it's just a normal, typical healthy day, I can decide to have my say, millet porridge and maybe escort it with maybe some nuts,
Yes.
say groundnut, cashew nut, whichever kind of nuts
Which
that
will
you can
provide
get.
the protein,
Exactly. And then I couple that with my what? My banana.
which is the fruit,
Yes.
giving you the benefit.
Exactly. Option two, I can have, if you're a milk person, you can choose skimmed milk. If you can't access skimmed milk, you can just dilute your milk a little more than, you should add some water to your milk. So I have my milk, then say I'm a bread person, I get my whole wheat bread. Not the white bread, not cake bread, but whole wheat bread.
which is which is difficult to do.
It's actually very easy to eat if you get used to it. Remember, I said you need to be intentional. Yes, and then
Okay.
my fruit, and that is it for breakfast. So after breakfast, my next meal ideally is lunch, but I can choose to have a snack in between.
Yes,
It
because
can
I'll
be
be
a
very
glass
hungry
of
by
exactly.
10:30, 11.
Yeah, it can be a glass of juice, it can be a fruit, it can be usually it's glass of
Legumes
juice or a
like
fruit or
nuts.
some nuts. Yes, some nuts. You can choose to couple the nuts up with a cup of tea. It's really up to you. Black tea or green tea. Yeah, it's really yeah. And then as I prepare for my lunch. So at lunch we still go back to the concept of protein, carbohydrate, and
So the
vegetable.
my plate, the my
Exactly.
plate diabetic plate concept.
Exactly.
Yes.
Will come to play,
It's which we've
especially
already
for
talked
lunch.
about elsewhere.
Uh, will come to play as I design my lunch and supper. Mm. So I'll have say let's say I'll have matoke for the carbohydrates in the quarter
That's
portion.
butter. Yes.
Then I'll have my groundnuts, the other quarter,
Yes.
and then I'll have my dodo or nakati or sukuma in the half.
Yes.
So
With
because
avocado,
it
whatever
may
like
be
avocado or
exactly,
yes.
I was going to say, because it may be hard to just put a whole bunch of nakati in a whole
Yes.
half, you can just choose different, vegetables. It can be the nakati and then the avocado you've talked about. You can add some French beans, depending on what
Or
you
cabbage,
can access.
or
Or
kachumbari.
cabbage, kachumbari. Yeah, depending on what you can access. The whole point is eating half, you know, half vegetables and fruits. Sorry, vegetables, then the pot and the pot. Yeah, and then that is lunch.
Mid-afternoon, because when people get hungry, 3 p.m., around 3, 4 p.m., people are already hungry.
You can choose to have high tea. That's evening tea.
Yes.
Yeah, you can choose to have some evening tea, which ideally would still be maybe black tea or green tea with some nuts. Or you can even just eat a fruit. I mean, because we are healthy eating, we do not want that dinner of 10 p.m.
Yes.
We want our dinner as early as 6 or 7.
Yes.
So which means you cannot eat a lot at 3 or 4, because by 6 you'll probably still be full, then you find yourself having dinner at 11.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, definitely.
So we want to keep that evening tea, either do away with it or keep it light, so that you're able to eat your dinner at 6 or 7, and it should be the lightest meal of your day.
Okay. I'm waiting for you to talk about the dinner, because up to this point, I'm still waiting for you to say one of the things I do, and there is none. So I'm waiting to see whether actually I've been doing dinner right, because
Yeah.
up to this point, it feels like everything else I'm getting it wrong. But
So ideally, the dinner concept is much like lunch, only that it will be smaller portions. Actually, there are people that do away with the other foods completely and just eat, a bowl of vegetables. You see, and it has helped, especially people that want to lose, that belly fat. It has helped so much. I know a number of people. It has helped so much. So you eat your dinner early, but then you eat more of the vegetables and fruit, yes. And then maybe, to make it less awkward, maybe you can add that maybe a pumpkin just as nice, or some little matoke, or some little beans. You see, so that you don't feel like you're just eating grass.
okay, these greens, am I okay? Say if I fry them, I see many people who fry the greens just to give them that taste of, there's something going on here. Is that okay?
So about frying, if you can have access to vegetable oil, for example, the olive oil or avocado oil, you can always put a little oil, just a little. But if you can do it with frying, that's even better. Yeah.
All right.
So there are those that you can even eat from cucumber.
Hey.
Yeah. It's one of them. Avocado. Yeah. There are those that you can eat raw.
So there's where you talk about juice, and I think personally I've had conflicting information about juice. Because there's people say it's healthy, it's natural, and a whole lot of natural things. Honey, I don't know, juice from sugarcane. So I'm wondering how true that is. That some people say juice is healthy, some people say do not take the juice; it is just like soda anyway. So what do we go with?
Yes. So juice from natural fruit juice.
Yes.
They don't be as bad as soda, because there are really no chemicals added to it. However,
Preservatives, they like.
exactly. However, the mere fact that you sieve, which is what most of us do. We make the juice, we squeeze the oranges and the passion and the mangoes, then we take them through a sieve and throw away the very important things, which is the fiber, and then we remain with just the taste, the sugars, high sugars, and water. That's where the problem
So you've
mainly
processed
comes
it.
in.
You've processed
Exactly.
it.
You locally processed it. You see, if you can have your juice unsieved,
Yes.
that would be the ideal. Yes. Otherwise, it's usually better to eat the fruit itself as a
So,
whole.
so you'd say eating the fruit is best.
Exactly.
Unsieved juice.
Exactly.
Then sieved juice is just like soda,
It's just
almost anyway.
Almost like soda. It's sugar and water. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Esther, and thank you so much for all the information that you've given the people. Thank you so much, and the very best of today.